Get busy living instead of dying. Quit worrying, planning your life one day at a time, and enjoying your life. When you take one day at a time, one day at a time. Hello, y'all. I'm Dianna Brianne. I don't give advice, suggestions, information, recommendations. I just share with you my perspective of different topics, as is with this one. So when you take one day at a time, I'm over the age of 60. And I think one of the things that people over the age of 60 recognize is that the clock is ticking. And, you know, for me, I don't want to think about it because I want to think about living, not about dying. Some people, all they think about is dying. Oh, I'm going to die, so I might as well just think about it. No, the reality is likely that's going to happen to all of us at one time or another, but hopefully not for a very, very long time. And so I want to focus on living, and I take one day at a time in life. I do plan for the future. I have another video out called Plan for Your Future, as if it's all going to work out, because I believe a plan is necessary. And yet I live one day at a time. I live fully in this moment. I plan for the future. I'm excited about the future, and yet I live one day at a time. I live fully in the moment, but I do live fully in the moment. I don't take that moment and concern myself with the future in the sense of, well, it might not work out, or what if I die? What if I die? Because that is on a lot of older people's minds. You know, that's one of the things that usually is not on younger people's minds. And so it's easy to get caught into that pattern of worry, fear if things don't work out, or even worse. And so I let go of that. I'm all about living. If one day at a time, not 1 week at a time, not 1 year at a time. Although, like I said, I have a plan. I will always have a plan. And at some point, that plan is likely not going to go through. And, you know, if I live to 120 and I don't make it to 121, but I've planned for 121, that plan probably will not go through. And that's fine. Part of the energy and excitement of life is having a plan. But part of the whole journey for me is embracing one day at a time, not 1 week at a time, 1 year at a time, 1 month at a time, 1 decade at a time, but one day at a time, savoring today, being present in the moment, being present in my relationships, being present in my own life, savoring this life, letting go of worry, letting go of fear. I'm not going to be one of those old people that sits there and worries about the future and worries about when Mr. Death is going to come to the door. Mr. Death will come to the door when he comes to the door. I'm not going to let him in if I don't have to. I can tell you that. But when he comes, and if he gets in, well, then just like in my poem I wrote about, I think it was called Mr. Death or something, where the little old lady jumps in her car. I'll jump in my car and I'll take off and try to get away from him, do the best I can, you know. And you have to hear about my poem that I wrote where he ends up in the back seat of the car after she goes into the ditch, and that kind of leaves you hanging there in the poem, so you really don't know what happens after that. Maybe she takes off jogging. Who knows? But what I'm saying is I don't worry about all that. Yes, it could happen, but I'm not going to deal with it. I'm not going to think about it. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to think about living my best life today, one day at a time. One day at a time. That's all I do. One day at a time. Now, like I said, I plan for my future. I have all kinds of plans for my future, whether they work out or whether they don't work out, whether they come about or they don't come about. So I have great plans for my future, and yet I live fully and savor one day at a time, each day, every day. From my house to yours, may God bless you. I hope you like, share, subscribe to all 5 of my channels. Links are pinned to the top of the comment section below. If you connect with me, I will likely connect with you as well. Hope to talk to you then. Bye-bye. place to relax and a place to enjoy.